You had it almost to the T.
Almost to the T. Yes, yes, yes. Hi, everybody.
Hey,
Welcome
y'all.
to what are we welcoming? To the victim picker
There.
for May's Hooker versus Hooker. I know this is an off day, but we're well, not the don't think about the person beneath us, but uh Jan and I are off anyways. you
Yes.
know, hello. So here we go. Um we are here for picking our next victims.
Wow,
Um
Zach, I haven't seen you in a
oh
long
yeah,
time. You've
hey Zach.
been.
So who do we have in here? We have Sandy, crochet knit yarn whip. Don't I know that? And Bree Bree and Ellen. Ellen, I'm just going to tell you, it wasn't my fault this time.
What wasn't your fault?
Us being late. How late are we? Oh,
We're
we're
not
five
late.
minutes late.
No. We've already
And
been
Five
on for a
minutes.
minute and a half.
yeah, we were late. And Kristen,
It
let's
was
see
my
who's in
fault.
here. Bree and Missy and Jan. Hey, you're in here and up here. And Jeanette and Missy and Jan and Tracy and Tammy and Tammy and Tammy and Tammy and Tammy and Jan and Tammy and Tracy and Bree and Tracy. Fuzzy Butt. Bree, Tammy, Fuzzy, Bree,
Matilda,
Tracy. Margaret. Oh yeah, you see Matilda, she's gonna try and climb up there.
Tildy. Auntie says, be careful, you little tiger.
Yeah. Oh no, okay. Hey Mel and Denny and Sandy and Ellen and Fuzzy and Joni and Zach
And
and
Lynn
Irma
and
and
Zach,
Sandra.
what do you mean, blame me? What?
Dinky, Miss Jennifer, and
No, it's
Lynn.
actually my.
What was that?
What the?
I said
Hey,
actually it's
man.
my fault. We were a little bit late.
I
We were all
wasn't
ready to
going to
go
blame
on, and then
anybody.
missing a bag, and yeah, and I had to search for the bag.
There we go. I have forgotten. I think we have both forgotten. How do I get that? There we go. Um,
And
hey,
how
Julie.
yours is so much bigger than mine?
Do what? Because because I'm in the middle of Alaska, and everything in the middle of Alaska is bigger. I don't know.
Trying to think. I
Except for
thought
the
all that
fish.
bigger stuff was around Denali.
I'm closer to Denali than you are.
Yes, you are.
So there.
So,
Ooh.
let's just make a record of this. She
Okay.
is a lot closer to Denali than we are. She leaves about the same time we leave, and then she gets on us for being late. What up with that?
I didn't say a lot bigger was for Texas. Are you kidding me? We can fit a couple of Texases inside Alaska.
Texas's.
Texas. Texas. There we go. In Kansas. So, what are we here for? I already said what we're here for.
We are
Does
going
any
to be picking victims.
All righty. Do we need to explain? Is there anybody new here that we need to explain how we got Hooker versus Hooker
Probably not.
started? I don't think so. But I mean there's people lurking. So uh I'm just not sure. So if anybody
I know, Zach. I know.
needs to know, I'm fired up today. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm very subdued. Actually, you guys know I'm never subdued. But I'm not going to talk the entire time. The person who's going to be doing the majority of the talking is Elaine. But since we did not post this last time, if you want to be Fuzzy Butt, you need to put your name in for hooking, baby. Yeah, Lala doesn't need an ant or a reason to gab. Nope. So I'm guessing everybody knows what Hooker versus Hooker is about. And that we're here to pick the May victims. And I'm going to tell you something, May victims. You're looking at the March winner. No, April. No, February winner.
Yeah, and
February winner.
who won March?
Jan is the March winner. So I think it's the two of us you guys need to be, not anybody else. It's me, because I'm not going to win next month. I will tell her this month. I will tell you. Oh, all righty. So without further ado, we're going to hand this over to Elaine.
Miss Puddin'.
And there she is.
Oh, gee. Okay.
So are you guys ready? Here we go.
Pickers. I will do pickers first.
All righty.
Okay. You're kind of breaking up. I hope I'm doing this okay. Okay, pickers. Who I have on the list of pickers, I hope it matches. Ellen's Crochet is down for a picker. Darlene Kalina May Crochet. Obsessive Crochet Lady, Amanda. Diane, let's crochet with Diane. Michelle Jenkins, Crafty Floridian, Billy. Chair Chef Lori. Left Crochet and Mirror Knots, Stephanie. Crocheted by Mishy. Yeah, Mishy's Crocheting Look. Okay. JB's Crochet is Amber. Another Yarn. Mama Swift. Louise V. Lori Madsen. Mrs. Yarniverse, and more. By Needles, Sam. Penny Schramm. Fortune Knit Creations, Kim. Mary Haney, Julie Esper. Scraptastic Crocheter, Amanda. Colette Lawer, and Bonbon. Those are I have for pickers. Nothing up the sleeve.
She's rolling up her sleeve.
I'm picking two. Okay. First one. Another Yarn.
Shannon. All right.
I don't know her name. I forgot her name.
Shannon.
Okay, let me write that down. Otherwise, I'll forget. Shannon. Okay, picker number 2. Picker number 2 is Colette Ladner.
Actually,
Colette Ladner.
She's not ready to do it yet.
She's not
ready to pick.
Oh
no.
Oh.
Okay, I'm sorry.
That's
right.
okay.
Redraw. I better.
White out. It's all right.
Colette. All right. Let us know when you're ready, Colette. All right. Second picker is Michelle Jenkins.
Jenkins.
Okay, so Michelle Jenkins and Shannon, another yard. Those are our pickers. Okay. Now, let me put these in a safe place.
Okay, so
victims. All right, our
Uh-oh.
what?
2 victims. Okay, subscribers on the list
That's all
are
right.
Cheery R, Bonnie, Lori Madsen, Penny Shrum, Colette Land. Oh, Colette's not ready, right? Is that the one?
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
All right. That's
What,
it.
baby?
We don't have too many subscribers here. You've got
Come
a good
on,
chance
guys.
of
We
being
need
picked.
more subscribers.
Once we pick that. All right. Penny Shrum.
Penny
Penny
Shrum.
Shrum.
Okay, I'll be back. Penny Shrum.
All righty.
You're Penny Shrum is our subscriber victim. Now we're
Yeah.
going to our podcasters. Dun, 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 dun. Our podcaster for By Hook or Needle, Sam is our podcaster.
All righty. By hook or needle.
So there you go. By hook or needles. All right, you can. That's it.
Okay. Well, not Persephone. Matilda is in my way. So look pretty and talk for a minute.
Oh, yeah.
Can you juggle?
All right, I gotta put these in.
Diane wants you to take her name out. Come on, Diane. What's up with that?
Diane.
All righty.
Which Diane?
Oh, let's
Diane
crochet
K.
with Diane.
Yeah.
You don't want to be in. All right.
No.
Change your mind. Email us. Diane, let's
Yeah.
crochet. Diane. Is that I think that's the only Diane.
Yeah, let's crochet
Diane?
with Diane K.
Is it 2 of them?
Yeah. I
Okay.
don't know, but it's
Okay.
Diane K.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
You're on the picker list.
Where? There we go.
Okay.
Nope.
Oh,
There we go. That's
take you out the
one I
bag
want
too.
right here. All righty. So there we go. Is our
That's our
okie dokie. So that's it. That was a really quick live. And well, okay. Persephone wants to say hi. So there she goes. That's what she said.
Where is she? I don't see her.
Not Persephone. It was Matilda. Whenever I had to get her to move. Persephone is asleep on the couch, and
Hey, Kendall. Gracie.
Matilda. Where's Matilda? There she is. I think she wants to go outside. I'm not sure. She's been whiny. So, boy, this is kind of a boring live.
Somebody's got to learn to juggle. But it's not me.
Yeah, I don't think.
So, all right, guys, we need some more subscribers to join.
Oh,
yes.
So, how many do we have
don't
left?
Be scared.
Elaine? Like 2?
Yeah, we have the subscriber list is just 1, 2, 3. We have 3 now. We're down to 3
So yes, we have 3
subscribers. Come on, guys. Don't be scared.
You know, if we have to, we will make it all podcasters.
Come on, Kendall, put your name in the hat.
Yeah, you guys.
Podcasters.
Podcasters seem to be a little more.
We got 9.
9, so we could at least make it through
9
through the end of the year. That's all right. If push comes to shove, it's just going to be me and Jan up here. And
we'll throw Elaine the bone too.
Yeah, we'll throw a couple of zoomies in also, and we'll just go around kicking each other's butt because we're not scared of nobody.
Speaking of Zoom sisters,
What?
We have a Zoom sister that's in chat right now also, who has not put her name in the hat.
Oh.
And
Oh,
she's
there we
one of
go.
our moderators.
Yeah, and there she is right
Yeah.
now. Elaine, you can add me as a subby.
Yeah.
All right.
Bree.
Yay.
What you want, baby?
Bree.
I don't want to hug your butt. Let me open up the door.
Okay, y'all. Stop thinking about it and just do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm one to push.
Yeah. Kendall would be a great picker or victim. Well, you know, if Josie said add her, yes. Come on.
Josie,
You know what?
and yes, you did beat me. You.
Barbara says I'm in. There we go. You would be a podcaster, Jennifer.
Yes.
Yeah, Lynn, you're our backup. Ellen, you can play again. You can still be a picker. I would hate to have her as a picker.
Did you get Barb Dion also?
What?
Barbara.
Oh, Barbara Dion for what?
Subby.
For a subby?
Yeah. Yeah, it's all in fun.
Yeah.
And
okay.
Josie and Barbara, do you guys want to be pickers also?
Linda said she would be a color picker, but never a victim. You're not creative. Well, honey, you're talking about the least creative person right here. I go use patterns. I don't use what. Yeah, I know. I'm afraid
Linda
to have you as a picker.
Okay.
Barbara also said she will be a picker, and it looks like Josie also.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know,
wait a minute.
Ellen, you would kind of be scary as a picker. You know?
Josie wants to try being a picker.
Yes. Hey, DC, how's it going?
Josie is going to try it for a picker?
A picker, yeah.
Josie.
Everybody's scared of us for some reason.
Okay, got you down.
Now, am I correct that you're also, Josie, you're also wanting to be a subby?
I make up a thing for that.
No, DC, we understand you've got full-time plus work.
Look at Ellen. I already have an idea, hoping for June. Josie said yes.
Mm-hmm. Mel wants to be a picker.
And Josie should be in as a subby.
And a picker.
Yes. Well, I hope everything is okay, DC.
Josie as a subby, okay.
And if you don't want to say yes in the or in the chat, say yes or send us an email.
Yeah, send an email
There's
so I
the
can
email up
make sure I've
there.
got
It's
everybody.
up there. hookervshooker@gmail.com. Oh, come on, Kendall. It's a lot of fun. We don't.
Okay. Dinky Craps Jennifer wants to be in for June. Well, we just picked for
June,
June.
July, or August.
For
Well,
July.
we'll have to see when your name is
right?
picked.
Or August or not August. Or August.
Fuzzy Butt sent an email for being a picker.
Kendall, as often as you go and have gone live with Dawn, you could go live with us.
What?
Yeah.
We put everybody's name in on a list, and then you're picked for whatever month.
And if you can't do that month, we just put you back in.
Correct.
Yeah, if something comes up, I can't do it. We'll put you back in.
Oh, I'm sorry, DC.
I hope I got everybody that's been.
Make sure, even if you know that Elaine put your name on the list, go ahead and still please email the hookervshooker@gmail.com. That way Elaine can make sure that your name is on there.
We need to get Zach up here.
Yeah, make sure
I know.
Pick her too. Yes,
yeah,
email all this to make sure I got it all.
We need to tell Michael.
I don't have any guys. There are no guys on our list.
Yeah, we've only had one dude up here, and it was Juan. We need another dude, because we did say that.
Yes,
yes, Zach, you. Mm-hmm. We did say that we would put Tunisian crochet. I didn't really think of it as being left out, but Tunisian crochet is crochet. So
it's crochet, yeah.
Yeah.
Divergent Crafter would like to be a picker.
Divergent Crafter.
AKA DC.
Okay, I'm DC.
Well, you could be a picker. You could pick colors in a project. I just let you guys out. I'm not letting you back in. Go find a vole or.
No, don't find any more voles.
Zach said he would be a picker.
And for everybody, just a reminder to everybody, if you're chosen as a picker, you have to do at least one live.
Yes.
If you're chosen as a subby, you have to do 2 lives.
2. Yeah.
And the same goes for the podcaster.
Can you check which list Louise is on? Soulbade.
Louise.
Louise will be, I think, under Louise V.
Louise V. Vanstone.
Oh, she is she's on my picker list.
On your picker list? Okay, so Louise, we have you on the picker list.
I think that's it.
There we go. And we're sorry that this live is kind of boring, but DC said that she could wear her welding cap and draw a goatee So we feel like we have another dude up here.
There you go. Yes,
So yes,
Zach. Yay. We
yay,
got
thank
you up
you.
here. Okay, Dinky says that she sent an email. Uh,
There we go. I'll go up on a live that Michael is on his next live if I can catch it. If it's not, in the middle of the night while I'm sleeping. Zach, a picker, the only thing a picker does is you pick, you help, you can get together or do it by yourself. Pick a broad project or broad project idea for us to make. Or you pick colors, up to 5 colors.
minimum of 2, maximum of 5.
Yeah.
And uh-oh, our Elaine is doing this. Oh, there she
Yeah.
is. You're
There she
back.
is.
Yeah, you guys have been doing this off and on. Laura's been cutting in and out. Now Laura's going like, I think I'm back. I was
I
gone.
think
Ugh.
it's your
I think
connection.
my internet is
Yeah.
unstable.
Well, Juan has several dudes, but we can't make them do it. They have to come over here. Um,
Oh, don't be sorry. You're okay.
who? Me?
No, Zach. He's
Oh,
apologizing
Zach. Oh,
for
yeah. Don't be
asking.
sorry. Um. So yeah, I mean, we can't make people come up here and do it. Everybody likes to watch, but unless we have victims, um, that's just how it is. Somebody tell Juan to have his dudes come over here. I mean, I can say, Juan, send your dudes over here, but dudes have got to want to do it. I don't know.
I
Are you stubby, Annette? That was that. Never mind. She said
uh
stubby is tangled in
oh,
yarn Annette. For added for subby.
tangled in yarn, Annette.
No, but I
Well,
can add her.
Yay.
righty. Ugh. Let me
Tangled.
go let the turd in.
Hey, Mary, how's it going?
Yeah, it'll be good if everybody emails me because then I can get your email address also, so I'll know,
Oh, very
so I can
yes.
track you down.
Very good. Uh it
Because
Watch
we
out.
do need your or
yeah,
Elaine needs your
tangled in
email.
yarn and
So
that. I
if
can
you're picked,
please
she can
email us.
email
Yeah.
you.
Yep, and we also need to email for to get you the link to the lives.
Yes. Hey, Tank.
No, we don't need the new channel name. We just need the correct email.
Dazzling
Well,
crochet.
in
I don't
all
think I
honesty,
have dazzling
Linda,
crochet.
it would have been crocheting. Oh, dazzling crochet
Oh yeah,
or
I do have
crochet.
dazzling.
Yeah. Um, Ellen wants to make an alter ego to play again. Okay, so yeah. Um, Linda, I have made only one wearable. You don't have to make a wearable. You can make, I mean, it's a broad project. So
Like this
it could
coming
be
up
a
one.
blanket that you make, you never know.
Right. Like this coming up one. It's flower accessories. We've made wall hangings, we've made wreaths. Um, the I think I think there's only been one time that it was a wearable.
And I made a, a sweater for
Let's
Flat
see,
Lala.
wreaths. We had bags. We've had plants, a bowl. amigurumi we've had baby item. I was a picker for that. We've had footwear. We've had footwear, pillows. Um, we've had Halloween item
Yeah.
and
The main
scarecrow.
yeah
That was two.
the main thing that the pickers need to
Something
know is that it needs to be able that I need to be able to make it in a month because I crochet very slow because of my ADHD. I don't stay on task very long. So yeah. And yeah, so
The wearable that I count as a wearable um
I count a
was,
hat as a wearable. I'm wearing it.
well, that's true, a hat, a
A
scarf,
shawl.
a shawl. But I think the only one that we've really had
yeah,
is the shirt.
Yeah,
And we
it's the
did something
shirt.
for the hands.
Yeah. And the feet.
and the shoulders.
The
Yeah.
zippers.
Yeah.
And the feet.
Something that brings you joy. Is that an option? Yeah, it
We
could
had a
be an
top,
option.
though, didn't we?
Yeah, there
Yes, we
was
did have
a
a
shirt,
top.
a poncho. Yeah. The thing about wearables,
Oh,
depending upon where the project is going, there are a ton of tutorials on YouTube. Um, I found there were a lot of free patterns on the Ravelry or
Oh yeah.
Pinterest. You know,
Pinterest.
there's
With Pinterest, you need to watch out for the AI
mhm,
things.
mhm. If it looks too perfect,
Yeah. But you can also go to Yarnspirations. They have free patterns from, everywhere. Much as I hate to say this name, Premiere has free patterns for you to use. What else? Hobby has free patterns.
all
All
free
free
craft stuff.
crochet, Breezy said. Um, so yeah, Ravelry has
Mhm.
a buttload of free patterns. Yet Red Heart is part of Yarnspirations now. Um, 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 um. Hey, Alice, how are you today?
Yeah.
Uh,
Um, oh, what Lovecraft may even
yes,
have some
yes, they don't have
free.
a lot, but they do have a couple.
Mhm. Yes, Yarn Inspirations.
oh yeah, yeah,
Uh,
inspirations.
Jan, quit. Jan's farting.
Oh,
I'm not blaming Otis. That's Jan. Don't you let her try to say that that's her puppy dog snoring.
Kiva, are you snoring? Oh, Hirschner's
it's
Oh yeah,
Weave
Hirschner. Yeah,
Crochet. Yep,
Hirsch,
Lovecraft.
is it Hirschner's or Mary Maxim that does the free pattern every Friday?
Oh, I don't know.
Sandra, it really, really is her dog snoring.
oh, that's funny. Yeah.
I just like to blame it.
Inspir
Do what?
They're
Oh,
making fun of me,
Hirschner.
La. They're making
Oh,
fun of me.
yes, Chandy and Expression Fiber Arts. Most of hers are
Everybody.
Chandy.
wearables, though. I have done a few of hers, but most of them have been scarves or wraps or something. Yes, Expression Fiber Arts does one every Friday, and I think it's Hirschner's that does the
And
free
tops.
pattern Friday. Oh yeah, Lion Brand. Any of the yarn companies Lion Brand has tons and tons of free. Yeah,
Oh,
Moogly.
Googly. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
Um,
yeah, there's uh when
and
I
I'm gonna
get
type it.
stumped, I usually go just put in the search in whatever place um correct Annette. I just put, crocheted flowers,
Yeah.
and it gives me, tons of ideas. And
Oh yes, blog hops. I didn't even think of those. I I was actually following one. I haven't seen very many blog hops, but they used to have them constantly. If
Mhm.
anybody knows one that's happening now, send me an email because I love doing the blog hops because I always find really cool um, patterns. And yes, of course, YouTube. I mainly use YouTube, and I do
I've never heard of
use.
a blog hop.
It's normally from. They're from. It could be people, who like I would say Crystal. Crystal would get together with a whole bunch of different people
Different
and um,
podcasters.
and different podcasters, and each week you would go to this place and you would get a free pattern, um and let's say like they would all be making something together and you would get a free pattern. One that I follow a lot, she does a lot of mosaic, and although I'm not really into mosaic, I like the pattern. Takes me years to do something, but so yeah.
Yeah, we just
Yes, I
picked
never.
the picker and the two
Yeah, we just
pickers.
picked for May.
Yeah. Uh
We have Shannon from Another Yarn is a picker. Michelle J is a picker. Penny Shrum is our subby victim. And Sam from By Hooks or Needles is our podcaster victim. So right now we're just um oh, thank you, Tank. I should have won.
whatever.
Hey, here's my spectacular.
My doctor even liked mine. Let's
There
see.
we go.
Two of them.
There we go. Phew.
No, you need to put it how it normally goes.
Aw, but nobody can see my beautiful face.
There you
The,
go.
the darn fish ate my face.
So is it a win-win?
It is a win-win.
Yeah, Josie said it's Hirschner's that does the free pattern
Okay.
weekly or
Yeah.
monthly.
Yeah. And they do have Hirschner's also has free patterns um up up on site too. It's a la eating fish, yeah.
That's what I said, Fuzzbutt. That
Okay.
fish is eating my lala.
All righty. So I need to fix the volume on my. It's coming out of the laptop and not out of my speaker. Never mind. It's coming out of my laptop speaker and not the JBL.
External speakers.
There we go. That mo better good.
Mo better
So
good.
that is mo better good. We are keeping it very clean. It's very unreal. Unreal. It's very
It
unreal.
is unreal.
I think yes, Lala cut her hair. And no, I don't like it, but yeah. I don't have very much hair left, so there we go. Um, uh, the doctor did tell me that I needed to wear wear a hat or something. I really didn't want to. It will grow back, but I have alopecia, so it's not going to grow back. And then when it does, it's going to basically be cut again. So it's just kind of strings, not really strings, but you can. There we go. You can see the places where it's coming out.
Yep.
So, get a wig. I've thought about it, and I might, for certain occasions, but I think I'm gonna rock the bald look myself.
The world.
You know what? It's a head with hair or a head without hair. There's a lot of bald people out there. I don't care.
Hmm.
Yeah. So, yeah.
I don't have alopecia, but I am, and it does run. My mom was very thin when she passed away, and I'm very thin. Uh, so,
Yes, wigs are very, very hot. And with my skin disease, Lala doesn't do
mm,
hot very well. So, I, yeah, I, if I do, um, I do still have eyebrows and I do get them, um, waxed every 3 weeks. And, I used to have to get them waxed every week, but,
hey, Julie.
I, yeah, I have,
Hmm.
oh, honey, God has not been very nice to me. I'm just gonna say that. If he wants me to handle more, I don't know if I can handle much more. It's
My
just,
gosh.
yeah. I mean, hair is hair. There are tons and tons of people that don't have hair, and hair is just hair is hair.
Yep.
But yeah, I don't have to wear the hat inside. I just need to wear it outside so my scalp does not burn. But yeah, you can see the places where it's coming out.
It doesn't matter anymore how my hair is styled. You can see, of course, right now it's straight back, but when I don't curl it or anything, but you can see from here almost to the back. That's how thin the hair is gotten.
Yeah.
And
I
it's okay because Jeff is also bald. Okay, Elaine.
yeah. I need Ellen to make me some hats too. Elaine is
Elaine said
leaving.
she's gonna hop off because her internet is doing wonky things, and I think she may be frozen. Or am I frozen?
No, I think she's frozen. Okay, we love you.
Yep. See you later, Puddin'.
uh in the summer I could not wear anything crochet. But oh, now she's moved. Or
She did. Oh, now
yeah,
she's.
yeah. You leaving? Loves you.
Yes. Yeah, I can't make out anything you're saying. You're making them
Yeah.
so bad. You
Love
guys.
you. Yeah. No, I'm not. Oh, there's goes Kiva again. Um, no, I'll never have enough hats. I need to keep my head warm during the winter, So, um I do. I have a knit pattern that I got from Ravelry and a crochet pattern that I got from Ravelry that I can make a wig out of, and I want to do that especially for hockey. Um Make a blue and a gold wig and wear it during, for hockey. Or maybe a blue one and a gold one and wear one on different ones. Even cotton is hot to me. I don't sweat um correctly. Is that a good way to say it?
Yes.
Correctly?
Yes. Yes.
Yes. I don't sweat correctly. So I yeah.
Missy, that's one reason why I cut mine was because uh, it was getting so thin on top. Plus, my hair was so thin that, I put it in a ponytail and it was only like that big.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so uh, Jeff has gotten used to it. I kept my hair long for, when did I start cutting my hair? 2 years ago?
I'd say even 3 years ago.
3 years? And he's gotten used to it. He likes longer hair. Um, but
Yep.
it
I
just
would like
looks
a little bit
boring.
of style with mine, but
Well,
it's got to.
unfortunately, you have that spot right
Yeah,
here.
I have the spot right here in the front that
Yep,
I can't.
and on the side.
Yeah, yeah, the spot right here in the front. It doesn't look as bad as it really is, um, but yeah, there we go. Hey, it is what it is. I had
Mhm.
beautiful hair for a very, very, very long time.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, I have a lot of ideas for different hats, but in the summertime it is just so hot. So I normally, or I don't normally, yeah, I normally wear a do rag. Um,
Which gives you a little airflow.
yeah, it gives me some airflow. Is it dead center in the front? If not, it is dead center in the front. I was
Mm.
thinking of whenever it grows a little bit longer, I can play with a mohawk, but
Yes,
it
and she does.
oh, I miss my curls. Oh Lord, do I? I had the most beautiful, beautiful curls. And oh, I had them even after menopause. But then menopause started hitting, and then there went my hair. Bangs, I couldn't do bangs because it's basically
You can see like where a center part would
I'm
be.
trying, yeah,
That
right.
Yeah, right there, and where
Trying there. So I mean, there's nothing there. Yeah, it's hair. Who cares? Hair, no
that's what
hair.
I have said for years and years and years. It's just hair.
Yeah, that it is hair. Who cares? Yeah, I'll tell you
Mhm.
one thing. The stuff that's on your head, it's dead anyway.
Mhm.
Oh, I always had curly hair. I did not have curly hair like my son. I did have ringlets. But he has tight, 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 tight ringlets. Mine were not so tight. I wish I had tight ringlets. I wish my hair was like Rose's from Rose Likes Crochet.
Uh,
Yeah, it was never, never, never. Um, it was never, ever, ever that curly, but I had wished it was. But it was curly. I had bigger curls. When will we know who gets chosen? We've already done the choosing for May. Yes. The people for May are Shannon from Another Yarn. She is a picker. Michelle J is a picker. Penny Shrum is our sub victim. And Sam from By Hook or Needles is our podcaster victim. Yeah, Alice, you skated through the skin of your teeth. Yeah. Yes, all three of yours had curly hair, just like my son.
Mhm.
Yuri. Yeah, they dye their hair all kinds of different ways. So, yeah. People look at
That
me.
was
If people look at me weird, I'll look at them weird. You lost something, dude. Take a picture. It'll last longer. You know, I I can always have a good comeback when I need to.
oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And
Yep. Yep.
it may not be in the vocal kind, it could also be expressionative in the face. I might flick a booger.
You. Yes, we have one podcaster and one subby. It doesn't always work that way with the pickers, but it has seemed to work that way. But yes, we have one of each for pickers. Your your daughter has a Death Hawk mullet. Oh, I remember when mullets were Death Hawk mullet. Oh, that would be cool to see. Oh,
My grandson is rocking a awesome mohawk.
he is. That's right. I remember the picture.
Yup.
I've I've I actually have never dyed my hair a really weird color. Number one, as a kid, my mother would have killed me. And number two, I was too afraid. And then I was like, well, God, I was kind of lucky that God gave me or granted me every color hair naturally. I started as jet black, went to brown, strawberry blonde, kind of reddish brown, and now I'm going back to black. So there we go. Oh, Juan didn't go live. Okay. Yeah, I'll send him an email. Sounds good to me. Yuppers. So anybody have any other questions? We're probably actually gonna quit before an hour because I don't think we're very funny today. I don't think we have our funny bones on. You have your funny bone on? Yeah, I
I
don't
left
either.
it at the doctor's office. I played funny there. I had pink, green, and fire engine red hair. You know, pardon me, I've had different color hair. Um, but my niece, firstborn grandchild, first female, no, anyway, when she was in college, she did a typical college bye uh thing. I mean, she dyed her hair sunshine yellow, fire engine red, she shaved her head. She did a lot of things. My sister, on the other hand, did not approve. And I'm like, it's hair. She's not in jail. She's getting decent grades, etc. Let her have some fun. Quit being such a that person.
Yeah, well, yeah. With my mom, it wouldn't have worked. I think my dad would have been okay with it, but not my mom.
Oh, her mom,
I
it took a
I was
while.
her great. I love you, Mama, but I was her great white hope of being her debutante.
Maybe back then a little more than now.
What?
I don't think you could even look at being a debutante now. Maybe when you were a youngin, but not now.
I was very preppy
Mhm.
whenever I was young. I could have been a debutante. I just I liked playing with the boys. I was a tomboy. I
Mhm.
wanted to be a boy. No, I'm not transgender. I I love being a woman. I just like to do typical non-feminine things. Like,
I like to play in the mud.
yes, I like to play in the mud until you were an adult. Oh wow, my mom had dark hair, and I think I actually have more gray hair now, and you can barely see my gray hair than what my mom did when she died at 93.
Yep,
Yeah.
absolutely, Sandy.
Yeah, I grew up behind two older brothers. I did My mom brought me Barbie dolls and or baby dolls, and the only one I still had was Toodles. And now my niece has Toodles, and she dresses her up for Halloween. She is a scary, scary looking doll. And yeah, if she would give me dolls, and I would, run them over with tractors or all kinds of different things, tear off their arms and legs and head. And thankfully, my daughter
Mhm.
was the same way because she had a Cabbage Patch baby, and the asshat's father who killed my daughter um
Okay.
is an asshat also. um we were supposed to get all of my daughter's things back, but instead he sold them. So yeah, I only thing I have left, yeah, okay, we're not going there.
I still played with the Barbies with the girls that lived next door, and I did play with them by myself. But if somebody gave me an option, I would be in the dirt. I, of course, I grew up in the city, so we had, a tiny backyard, but still, it was, uh,
Oh, I didn't want books or colored pencils, heck no. But I didn't want Barbies either. I wanted sports things. I played sports in high school. I
mhm.
um what and my friend tried to get me to be a cheerleader. And I was like, I really, really liked the skirt. That's the only thing I liked about it. I did dress like a girl. You have to tease the dudes every now and again, and I like looking at the dudes. Still do like looking at the dudes as long as they're legal. I'm good. And I yeah, I like doing things in the water. Does that ring a bell, Ellen? I like sailing and skiing, and my asshat brother, my oldest brother, got some skis for Christmas one year, and a couple of weeks later he had to take me skiing with him. Farm accident Barbie. I love that. Oh, Julie, that made my day. um I don't know, but yeah, he took me fishing, and I mean skiing with his friends. um and I was supposed to go up on the skis, but he took off with his friends and left me with his skis and the tow rope. So I left the skis and the tow rope, and I swam home. And that's just, he was pissed because I lost his brand new skis. Then you shouldn't have left me in the river. Oh, well.
No,
Yeah, Ellen is cray cray for sure.
we played sports. I played hockey when I was in junior high. Um, I was a cheerleader in 10th grade, but y'all got to remember, my school was like this big.
My school
Um,
was a pre-K to 12.
yeah, yes, ours was the same way. It was preschool to
Or back
senior.
then it was K-12, kindergarten through 12.
My graduating class was 8.
I had
Um,
like 19, I think.
yeah,
17.
pardon me. So yeah, uh and it was a private school, not a hoity-toity.
Oh, I went to a hoity-toity private school.
No, mine was for students who were unable to,
Who were special like you.
yes, who weren't able to make it in public schools. I'd probably still be a senior at 61.
I I think your school had 150. I
The year
think
I graduated, we had 136 students in the whole school from preschool to senior high.
yeah.
So,
Yes, Ellen said you're still special. Oh, you almost made her spew.
that was a hard swallow. Oh,
Girls can
what?
get pregnant in the swimming pool. Whoo, wow. Thank goodness that never happened to me.
Wait
I
a
was
minute.
it was Mel had a big high school and that was built in the 70s, but they decided against a swimming pool as girls could get pregnant,
Oh,
apparently. That's what I
okay.
tell you, everybody. It's in the water.
Mhm.
Yeah. I
Thank you
think
for
we had maybe 200 students in our whole entire school. Yeah, I don't know.
No, Ellen, I'm not going to do it.
Barbara,
I can.
my mom would dress me in dresses, and my sister would do my hair all nice and beautiful, and my dad would take me to school, and he would have my jeans and t-shirt and throw them in the back, and while he's driving me to school, I'm in the back changing clothes. And my mom, and then he would pick me up from school, do my hair, get my dress back on, and I would go home. And my mom um was reading my progress report in school, and of course it said, Won't stop talking in class, can't sit still, doesn't turn in her homework, doesn't do this, doesn't do that. And my mom was really worried about, whether I played or not. And, well, no, actually, I wasn't a wild one. I was a good girl, kind of, sorta.
I'll be
Um,
right back.
Alrighty. But my mom was worried about whether I played well with other people. And my teacher told on me. She said, "Oh yeah, she's down in the dirt. She's jumping off the swing. She's doing, handlebar, or not the hand. What are those, the things that you did like that? We would get on top of those and do flips and jump off." And so, yeah, I was doing all of that. And my mom would say, "In her dress?" Because, "Oh no, she comes to school in blue jeans and a t-shirt." Well, my dad got in, yes, monkey bars. My dad got in trouble and I got in trouble. So, yeah, it was fun. It was fun. But then my mom, she didn't make me wear a dress every day. And if I did, I wore shorts underneath it and came home filthy dirty. Yep. Monkey bars. And now kids these days, you can't jump off the swings. You can't fall from the monkey bars. You can't do anything. Do they even let you climb trees anymore? Yes. Well, that's why I started wearing shorts underneath it. Oh, Penny. Welcome. You are a victim for the month of May. Yes. Miss Penny was picked to be the victim, the subscriber victim for Hooker versus Hooker May version. Oh, no is right. Oh, they have to wear a helmet to use the non-existent monkey bars. That's right. No, kids don't grow up the way they used to. And it actually breaks my heart that the only thing kids want to do is be on a flippin' telephone. And, even whenever I go kayaking, um, people are on their flippin' telephones while they're kayaking. And I might be on mine, but I'm like taking pictures, or, trying to do a little bit of a video so you guys can see. Oh man, yeah. See, everybody, all of there's some wimpy parents out there. Yeah, have to wear head things. Maybe that's what was wrong with me. I didn't wear a helmet as a kid. Oh my gosh, yes. Well, of course, way back when I was, in the dinosaur age, we didn't have devices. Um and but yeah, I see kids whenever we sat at the dinner table. Um my parents and we talked at the dinner table. And I think that's why a lot of people, they don't, I guess they didn't talk at the dinner table with their families. But my parents, they would ask, what we did, did we have a good time, how are your grades, what's, this, that, and everything. And I've seen kids when they come into the diner, each kid, however many they have, has their own little iPad thing, and they have their own little headphones, and the kids are playing on those, and then they get bored with those because they're in a new place, and they want to look around, and they want to, talk, and their parents are going, "Shh, look at your thing, shh, shh, pay attention to that," and they're on
Mhm.
their flipping phones.
Mhm.
Yeah. I
We didn't have devices. We were the device.
yep.
The remote control, go get me a drink.
Yes, we had to be home for dinner.
Oh,
Um
absolutely.
we knew when we had to be home. And oh heck yeah, I'm proud of my scars.
Oh, heck yeah.
Uh I'm just trying to, I have so many of my funniest memories was when we were my friend Tirsa and I were riding bicycles, and there was the road that went this way, and then there was a big huge median, and then the other one way road. And some of the places in the median had just a piece of wire that you couldn't see when you're
Mhm.
driving and or riding your bicycle or anything. We didn't have motorized four-wheelers like I have, or snow machines like I have. But I do still have a bicycle and I ride that. But uh where I don't know where I was going.
We did things outside.
Yes, we
We
did things
made
outside.
our fun. We didn't have uh we had the
Oh,
imagination to
yeah.
do stuff.
Oh, you had a siren that told you had to be in at a certain time? No.
Wow.
Yeah, we didn't have that.
We had to in the summer mostly. We had to be in the house as the street lights were going on or before. During school, we had to be in the house. Uh, for us, dinner was at 7 o'clock. Um, and if we weren't in the house, we didn't eat.
I'm gonna let Snippers in.
Um, I
Where'd you go?
I think
That was
our
you.
daughter and son-in-law are doing a good job with our grandson as far as electronics are concerned. Um, he's I'm a bad nanny. He can play with my phone, but he knows how to get to the locked picture, and he likes to get to that because it's got grandpa and nanny on it, and he likes to, but I'm sure if I gave him the phone, uh anyway, he doesn't have a tablet. The tablet he has is to draw on. It's not, something to push buttons with. Uh, if he gets anything here soon, it'll be something like Leapfrog. Um,
Etch a sketch.
he has some stuff kind of like that.
I loved
You
my
know.
etch a sketch. That thing
Mhm.
drove me nuts. I want a straight line. I want it to go this way. Holy
Wow.
moly, your town had a curfew?
I think some of the smaller towns did.
Wow. Yeah, I see. When Devin and I didn't mean to say his name. Oh well, Devil and my grandson, they wanted I would give them just a tiny bit of screen time, and then whenever it was done, they'd say, well, I want to play Minecraft. And I was like, holy moly, Minecraft? You want to play? I bet you can find stuff outside in the yard that you can play Minecraft with. I even had the goats and the lambs and the chickens and the turkeys and whatever else we had. We had it all there. They were just not allowed to bop them on the head.
Yes.
Yeah.
My grandson will be 3 in June. And I know that sounds ridiculous to say that I'm proud of my kiddos for not letting them have electronics, but you go in and you go out and you have dinner, or you're out in the grocery store, and you see moms either with giving the kid a tablet or their phone instead of interacting with the child.
Yeah.
I
Yeah. Both kitties are back outside. I got to close the door.
Okay. I don't kid, and this is just coming from an old-fashioned old dinosaur. All of this stuff is a disservice to our children because they don't know how to behave if they
Yep.
don't have a device in their hand. Um, the tantrums that they throw, oh my gosh, my kids would never. I mean, they had their times in the store, but alls I would have to do is look at them or just whisper to them, if I have to take you to the truck, you're not gonna like it. Period.
I remember when we lived in Anchorage, Emily was probably
Yeah.
2 on the first time. She knew better, and but this one time, this is a funny thing, and then the third time was not funny. I let her down because she was just she had a touch of the ADD or ADHD also. But I let her down just so she could walk around for a couple of minutes. And she was hiding underneath the clothes that were, the clothes
Mm.
that were hanging up anyway.
Yeah. Yep.
Um, and she would pop out and go, peekaboo. So I would do it with her too. And she was doing that, and then she was being funny smart alecky. She was going to pull herself up with my pants. My pants, the elastic in them did not work very well,
Mhm.
and she pulled my pants down. There was a dude right there, and what could you do when you're standing there in your underwear with your pants around your ankles and your daughter's dying laughing? Yeah, I just, I pick them up, pull them up, say, excuse me. And then we kind of, go about what we were doing. And, that was it. But then, it was like 2 weeks later, she's sitting in the cart having a fit. And I was like, all right, we're done. We're going out. No, 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 we're done. Sorry.
Yeah.
And we left. And she did that again whenever she was like about 4 or 5. And I was like, nope, we're really, really done. And so I took her home to her dad, and then I went back to the store without her. She was very sad. Oh, well.
Well,
It happens.
they have to learn, and that's the other thing, that there's a problem with kids nowadays. Gotta sound like my father. Um, they don't have consequences,
Mm-mm.
and it shows big time.
Yeah, consequences for my son was hard.
Mhm.
When we first got him, sounds like an animal or something. You know, he was he was so screwed up. Oh, holy moly, was he ever screwed up from being bounced around?
Mhm.
Um, and it was, yeah, it was. He's a good boy now. He's a mama's boy now.
You know, I the whole the discipline thing and parents being afraid to discipline them, um, that's been going on for so long because I got reprimanded when my kids were in elementary school, and I was reprimanded by another parent that I was doing a disservice to my children. Well, my children aren't and didn't run amok. They did pretty typical teenage stuff. Um, but I never had to pick them up from jail. I never had to pick them up because they were drunk or stoned or whatever. Um, I won't say that before 21 that they didn't drink or they didn't smoke pot because I know they did. But the big thing about discipline started out with you can't spank your child anymore because it is physical abuse. I'm right on the line because my son, bless his little pointed head, we did 3 strikes, you're out. And we stuck with 3 strikes, you're out. And he pushed it all the time. So he got his butt swatted.
Emily,
He's
whenever,
not a violent man.
oh yeah, I think the no spanking thing is. I was not a spanker, although I did spank my daughter. I think it was twice, and I felt terrible because I kept telling her to. I don't remember what she was doing, but then she started crying, and I was like, Emily, what? And she was just like, and I'm like, please stop. You're driving me out of my mind. And yeah, so I spanked her. And then, later that 3 o'clock in the morning, I was taking her to the ear room, emergency room, only to find out that she had ear infections in both ears.
Yeah.
So then I was like, well, I'm a big doofus. I spanked my kid because she's crying. What did I do? She cried some more. Yeah.
Yeah. No, they don't come with a manual. So I,
Yeah.
I would say between the two kids, they probably got a wallop. We didn't. Anyway, um, between the two of them, maybe 2 handfuls, maybe. Cody got more than his sister did because he's his mother's son.
Yep. Devin was spanked too, but I learned very quickly that spanking did not work for Devin. Devin was very, very hard to discipline because he never had things that were his. So threatening to take something away, um, were he was like, all right, yeah. So even now, trying to discipline him, you can't drive. You can't drive your car. You can't go to work today. He's not bad. I was never ever spanked as a kid. Um, yeah, no, never spanked as a kid. I was a good kid.
Daughter, like Kristen is saying, our daughter did better with the timeouts.
Yeah.
You know, she uh go sit on your bed. Now, I was not one that would say go sit on your bed and think about it, because I'm sorry. What are they going to think about? God, mom's being such a meanie pant. They're not going to think about what they did.
And first of all, they're not going to call you meanie pants either.
At that age, they would have.
Oh, they would. Okay, I remember. Did your kids ever tell you they hated you?
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
My Emily. Emily told me that one time, and man, it broke my heart. She was like 7 years old, and she said, "I hate you," and I was like, "That's okay. I still love you." And I walked out the door so she wouldn't see me cry. Your mom ran after you with a wooden spoon.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, she didn't catch
It
you
wasn't
though.
a wooden spoon. It was a fly swatter. And back then, the fly swatters were aluminum. Little, yeah.
Yeah. What
My,
was?
go
Go
ahead.
ahead. You go.
I ate my type of discipline that my parents did. I vowed big time that it would not go down to my children, period. And it didn't. Um, and it is reflective how our daughter is taking care of her son. Um, because it starts with uh sit him down, talk to him, tell him, hey, that's not acceptable. We should try to do it this way, or find a different way to do something, whatever. And if that doesn't work, then okay, sit down, no TV, no nothing for 5 minutes. Of course, to a 3-year-old, 5 minutes is like 5 days. I don't think she's ever had to spank him. Tired of spanking because it
Juan is
didn't work.
making the
Oh,
kids do push-ups, or oh, just little man. He's little man's bigger than Bree now, but
yeah.
oh
Uh,
yeah. Hi, Cherry.
my my second son is that way. They don't get uh spanked. Uh,
Excuse
they
me.
do push-ups.
Oh,
Well, I know
Ellen,
the oldest one.
my mom was like 5'1", if that, and my grandmother wasn't even 5 feet. But she had her first sports injury when she was in uh, late 60s, like somewhere around 68, 69. You mess with mom.
Mm-mm.
Don't mess with mom.
Mm-mm.
And Emily was so funny, is Emily was afraid of mean mom. Mean mom would come around not very often. And I would have a tyrant rage for like 3 minutes. I would go, "You guys are blah 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 blah." Emily's like, and Devin's like, "Yeah, whatever." Nah, nah, nah. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think there should be consequences, because they're growing up into adults, doing things as adults that they're shocked and appalled that there's a consequence for it, like, the cops being called or getting arrested. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
So,
Yep. Yeah.
uh, yeah, we have good kids. They, like Emily, they didn't like us. I
I
don't
was a
like you.
I DC. I was a daddy's girl. Um, And I would go to Dad for anything, and I don't know why, but he would always say, "You have to ask your mom." My mom was the one who made the
Mm-hmm.
rules.
Mm-hmm.
You don't mess with mom. So, and I remember, I was so mad at my mom, and I went to go aggravate my, or I went to take my frustrations out on a talk with my dad. Wrong answer, because my dad, I sat down, and my dad was pulling kudzu vine from the stairs down to the river, and he was pulling that, and I sat down. He said, "What's wrong?" And I said, "That woman that you're married to." And he stopped me dead in my tracks, and he was like, "That woman is your mother." And I'm like, "Okay." And he went blah, 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 blah. And I said, "Yes, sir." That was it. We said, "Yes, ma'am," "No, ma'am," "Yes, sir," "No, sir." And when my dad did that, I knew I was in trouble. And that was it.
Uh,
Yeah.
Alan, our second son is a state trooper, so yeah, he's more into the calisthenics. Is that how you say it? Calisthenics.
Yeah.
Um,
I did
then
that with Devin too. Would have him run, well, because he has ADHD, and of course I was homeschooling him. And when we did spelling words, we had to find some really creative ways for him to read. He would read
mhm,
walking up and down the um the hallway. And because the books that we just happened to choose to read weren't on tape, we did spelling words on the trampoline. We'd have,
mhm,
practice spelling words with him jumping on the trampoline.
yep.
And so, he made it through school. He's got a job. Um, and we need to start having him pay rent now. So yeah, no, he doesn't pay rent. I need to at least make him pay like $25 a month, so he knows that he does have an expense and he has to pay that.
Mhm,
I'll just put it in the bank for him for later.
yeah. My second set of parents did that for uh, our brother because he definitely walked on the wrong side. Um, Tank, I really do think that we all strive to be a better parent than our parents were.
Yeah.
Um,
Yes, we did, Cheery. Um, the names that we picked, or actually our secretary picked,
oh,
our master picked, because we're scared of Elaine.
you
We don't
talk
want her
about
to
being
use.
scared of your mom.
Yeah, we're scared of Elaine because she will use all of our names.
Mhm.
I mean, the whole 5, 6, 7, 8 names, however many you have, she'll do it. And I went into Zoom, and boy, was I busted. Anyway, Shannon from Another Yarn is a picker. Michelle J is the second picker. Penny Schrum, she is in here, and she found out just about maybe 10, 15 minutes ago that she was the
The
subscriber
study.
victim for the month of May. And the
Oops.
podcaster victim is by hook or needles Sam. Oh heck yeah, Elaine, we're scared of you.
Now we know she's still on here, so we have to be good.
We've been good. We have been good. We will.
We have
Neither
been
one of
very
us
good.
will have our names. Yes. No 5 names for me. Yeah, 5 names. No 5 names for me.
For
And no 4 for you.
because we had
Oh,
an email. Oh dear.
jeez.
Oh dear. I um I will refrain from uh
It's us too. Hey.
hey, what? What am I missing?
Ellen
Oh,
blamed it on me and you
for what?
being bad.
We're not bad. We're entertaining.
Oh, second time this year. Oh, wow. That is terrible, Penny.
Penny, you don't have to say, but whereabouts in the States are you? You don't have to give uh the town.
Yeah. I I grew up in a town that did lots of hunting, Central Illinois. Um and we just didn't have this stuff growing up. I mean, people in their 60s and older, I don't think we saw anything like a mass shooting. I At least I don't ever remember one.
Well, we
But
grew up in two totally different worlds.
that is true. But I mean, when did it become? I mean, I don't know. But we used to carry guns in our trucks, driving
Unlocked.
all around the place. And
Yes.
no one ever in their wildest mind
Mhm.
ever thought of doing anything
Nope.
like that.
Nope.
I mean, if you got into a fight, you got into a fist fight. You
Right.
didn't pull a gun and say, boom.
There might be a knife involved, but if there were weapons involved, um, the authorities were called pretty quick. Now, the first time I ever had a school lockdown, um, for a gun was when I was in the eighth or ninth grade. And the kid, pardon me, just happened to open up a backpack and um somebody saw the gun in there, and of course, everything got shut down. um we had a lot of bomb threats, um and of course, depending upon the time, you were rushed but civilly out of the school. um it's A lot of people say it's a different time. No, our time is the same. It's different with what's
Different
acceptable and what's
parenting.
not.
Yeah, different parenting.
It's we had a gun in my house. We had a matter of fact, Jeff has it, a 30-06 hunting rifle. And we were told not to touch it. That's all we had to be told, was not to touch it, and we didn't touch it. We knew exactly where it was, but we never touched it. because we knew there was going to be some consequences.
Yeah. I have one in here that when my son and I go four-wheeling or snow machining in the woods, we use it for protection. There's other people
Mm-hmm.
who walk through the woods with shotguns or rifles. Um, Not very many shotguns, mostly rifles. But anyway, um, I I I just don't understand where we went wrong. But I think it has to do with, I don't know, maybe it was the people who were bullied and they decided to change the rules. And I think all of this no bullying campaign, like when wear blue hats to combat
Mm-hmm.
um or to stop bullying. I'm sorry, but wearing a blue hat isn't going to stop a bully from bullying people. And I just think it's, the different styles of parenting now. It's like free range parenting. These parents are letting all of their kids just do whatever the hell they want to. I'm not going to say that video games don't help. I grew up playing video games, and you know, my daughter grew up playing video games. Um,
So did my son.
but
Both of
uh,
them.
video games aren't the answer. I think um, I don't know what the answer was. Otherwise, I would be up there. I well, yeah, I actually think it has to do with parenting. Um,
But
when we
but
were growing up, we would never, ever have ever dreamed of doing anything like this because we knew there was a consequence.
right.
Um,
The thing about the bloody ones, again, it's a parent thing. Now, maybe your son goes to somebody's house, plays the game, you're not there, and of course, your child is not gonna, oh, well, I can't play that because my mommy says it's evil. Um, but I mean, why would you let your child play a game that's violent? That's a parent thing. That's not
yeah,
uh
and they have the age thing on there. I think the age thing is a little too low, but I didn't let Devil um play those. I mean, he's an adult now. uh he can pretty much do whatever he wants as long as he comes home and calls me, or comes home and lets me know that he's home safe. But he's never done anything like that. um I mean, they called me a bully whenever I was a kid, but I didn't see, and I was a bully because, and I'm sorry, I still laugh now because I think it's funny that I had a kid that cried because I told him that his parents had to take him home from the hospital. That even if they wanted him, they still had to take him home. That he wasn't special like me because I was adopted.
well,
I
here's go ahead.
That was, and I made him cry. And I said, and they didn't call it, they did call it a bully back then. Really, that was being a bully? I'm sorry, but
Um and I know this is a tired comparison, but come on, guys. What cartoons did we watch? We didn't have, in my
Scooby-Doo.
house, we didn't have parental supervision at cartoon time. We just automatically knew. Thanks,
Okay,
Bree.
Bravery.
Um, not to throw rocks at people, not to any of that stuff. I watched the Three Stooges at single digits. I never poked anybody in the eye. Yeah, Scooby-Doo. Scooby and Shaggy stoned all the time, looking for some snacks.
Yeah. You know,
We just knew the
I never thought of it like that before. But yeah, Shaggy was kind of the stone dude, huh?
both of
Yeah. And you know, Bugs Bunny. Oh my Lord, how violent was Bugs Bunny? You're getting anvils dropped on your head.
well, you had Elmer Fudd, who was a hunter and carried a gun.
Yeah. And he was looking for wabbits.
Them wascally wabbits.
Wabbits. Yeah.
But yes, I
And I agree. We were smart enough to know that, you know, that wasn't real. Tom and
yes,
Jerry.
Tom and Jerry.
Yeah.
That's Jeff Lopes. One of Jeff
I'm
Lopes'
living
favorite.
a true life Tom and Jerry, except with Sabrina, with Persephone and whatever, you know, whatever she
Who's
brings home,
Sabrina?
somebody's at the door. I don't know where I got Sabrina from. Zach doesn't know who the Roadrunner is. What the hell? Meet me. That's the Roadrunner. Here, wait a minute. Here we go. This is the Roadrunner. Meet me.
No, but you know,
All right,
um,
Matilda.
yeah. And
Meow. Do you want to say hi to
I
everybody?
think, and this is not going to be a popular in the popular whatever. I
Marvin the
think
Martian, yes.
I think that it's the lack of parenting. It definitely started with lazy parents. Um,
Dudley Do
and
Right.
I think that politicians that have no business whatsoever in the households are silently looking through your door glass. That's
Yeah.
just my opinion.
Yeah. And Stella, I agree. We were taught that TV is not real and video games are not real. And there it is. It's parents, you know, they don't they don't want to be parents. Then you know what? Don't have kids. Yeah, all right.
Anyway,
Yes, they are, Missy. It's I'm not, you know, I'm not going to say the government is the problem. The government is not the problem. The parenting is the problem. If parents parented, exactly, the kids cry abuse. You know,
well, and I that's where I see the government coming in so much. Who was it who started to say you cannot spank your child? I was when we lived in Palmer, I was coming out of the store. My truck happened to be parked right next to this trooper car. And this trooper had this child's pants down because the mother swatted the kid's butt. Well, he had to make sure there were no marks. What is going to be more devastating to this child? Having their butt swatted or a bare butt in a parking lot?
they're going to remember that bare butt in the parking lot from the cop.
So,
Yep. Okay, that is true.
yeah, the laziness of
Oh no. Bree was spanked by Santa.
oh, I'm not even going to go there. Elaine's here. Shh. No, I don't think that it is the government's fault, but I think the government does have too much to say. You
Yeah.
can't you can't spank your child because that's child abuse. I did not abuse my children. Like
Yeah.
I
There's
said.
Elaine. I'm still listening.
Hey, Elaine, Bree got spanked by Santa Claus.
Yeah. I honestly think that it starts way, way, way before um putting your TV in front of the TV. I think it starts when they're a baby.
Mhm.
Um and propping up a bottle for your
Oh,
baby.
my
Uh
girlfriend did that. She's got 5 kids. Okay, a set of twins. And she did that. She laid a blanket up and she put a bottle right here. And I'm like, can I hold him, feed him?
yeah. I mean, I'm just gonna say if the I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, La Leche League or the people who
Oh,
promote
yeah.
breastfeeding,
Hmm.
I am all 100% for breastfeeding. And when we got Emily, she was 4 months old, and I wanted to take her everywhere to show everybody how beautiful my baby was. And we started the adoption process, and then we got Emily like 3 months later. And now there are ways for adoptive parents to be able to breastfeed their babies. Back
Hmm.
then I didn't know of anything, and I was holding my baby and a bottle and rocking her and talking to her and having the grandest time in the mall. And I had somebody come up to me and say, "How dare you give that baby a bottle?" Not even knowing if that baby was mine. I could have been babysitting. There could have been breast milk in there. But she said, the only way to feed a baby is with your breast. I was bawling.
It's none of their damn business.
And
Period.
but I mean, here I am. I'm holding her anytime. I would rock Emily to sleep,
Mm-hmm.
and I rocked Devin to sleep. I didn't have a problem just sitting there. I could sit for hours and hours and rock
Mm-hmm.
and hold a bottle. It didn't matter to me.
Mm-hmm.
I That was how I bonded with my kids. Not Devin, he was already eating and drinking whenever we got him, with hands and everything. But yeah, and so when it comes to the La Leche League, let me tell you what, know your experience, know who you're dealing with before you come out and spew the crap that you spewed out of your mouth.
And that's exactly the whole mind your business because they don't know what whether you had breast milk in the bottle or that she was adopted. They don't take those things into consideration.
Yeah,
Shayna didn't she didn't breastfeed, but she pumped and pumped and pumped. So Mason did get breast milk, but he had a hard time latching on. Now okay, he was a preemie. So, okay, I've heard preemies do have a hard time latching on. But she instead of well, we're just going to give them formula. She went ahead and did the extra mile and pumped. I'm not saying that, every mom should do that. We're getting the 2 hour.
Yeah, we're getting the 2 hour mark. So yeah, we do have to go. I actually have to go to the dentist. Um, and
Oh God, yeah.
I'm gonna leave you with this. My grandson was the ultimate breastfeeding baby. That's all I'm gonna say. Is Emily? She never thought once about buying formula or anything like that. She's like, breastfeeding is free. I'm gonna be bonding with my baby. Sorry, you guys can bond any other way you want to, but this is something for me and him. I swear, I honestly thought for sure that that boy was going to go to college and breastfeed because that's and the doctor said that she had like heavy cream because he was like,
He didn't have
yeah,
kneecaps, he had dimples.
yeah, he had dimples everywhere. So alrighty, I we are headed out. As a recap, I'll say it one more time. Our uh our next live is on Saturday the 26th, and that is when we will find out what everything is doing, or what we're doing with colors and project. Shannon from Another Yarn is a picker. Michelle J is a picker. Penny Schrum is our subscriber victim. You going down. And by hooks and needles, Sam is our podcasting victim. And Sam, you going down. Well, happy birthday, Cherry's mom, Nana June. Nana June. Nana June. Yeah. Yep, yep, yep. Happy birthday. And we'll sing her happy birthday on Saturday. Maybe you don't want me to sing. Does Michelle
Mom
know?
does that.
I don't know if she knows or not, but we will send her an email. If you can get in touch with her, that is great too. She is a picker, but we have her email, and our secretary, the most beautiful, and
Button
who you
eater.
don't want to mess with, Elaine, also known as Puddin. She will be emailing everybody also. So, hey, Penny, I'm gonna bring it. You better bring it. I'm looking at your name in here. Bring it, baby. Puddin has got us covered. You got it. So she may have already sent out them. Probably not. I don't know. But we shall see. So, with that, everybody, you guys have a great day, and we'll see you on Saturday. Mwah. Love you. Oh, I guess I ought to hit end stream, huh? Here we
Yeah,
go.
you're
Now,
the streamer.
everybody, bye bye.